Hi, I'm Evan Pantazi. I wanted to welcome you to another installment on the Kyusho series. Today we're going to go back to taking a look at the Bubishi and the information on Kyusho, Demak, whatever you want to call it, that's in the book, whether it be the 6G hands, the targets, the blood gates, the different vast aspects of body change and zodiac positions. But you know, it's not exactly limited to the Bubishi. It's been delineated throughout the martial arts history. As a matter of fact, if we go to Gichu Funakoshi, the founder of Shotokan, in his book Karate Do Kyohan, now this is a special edition, so you won't find it in every edition. He goes in to say that as for the names of Kyusho or vital points, he used the ones that he generally used, like Matsukaze or Pine Wind, all these different names, but they weren't the pressure point names. They were not only depictions, but of the targets or where they were, not the acupuncture names or the acupuncture points. But he stated the anatomical structures, like the side of the neck at this platysma muscle, the trapezius muscle, the sternocleidoid muscle, and he tells you the cause of death from an overwhelming stimulation of the carotid artery and vagus nerves. Now, this isn't the pressure points that most Kyusho practitioners will tell you about. This was real Kyusho, and that's what we're trying to get across on Kyusho.com with all these films on YouTube, on the website, and the subscriptions. But it wasn't just Funakoshi. If we go to the founder of Goju-Ryu, Shojin Miyagi, he stated that the Bubishi was the Bible of karate. Okay. We go to Morihei Ueshiba, the founder of Aikido. He stated that 80% of Aikido was atemi, or striking or concussive of concussions on the body, striking at vital targets. Okay, you go to Mabuni, who in his book, here is a free PDF of his book, by the way, on the Kyusho.com site. Just type in Mabuni when you go there, and you'll see it. He had a depiction of the notes almost verbatim of Funakoshi. We go to Ohan Soken. Now, I don't know whether Ohan Soken notes were before Funakoshi or after, but they're very similar as well. And we go into his notes, and again, then they were just depictions of human anatomy. Now, let's go to the original notes here for a few seconds, and let's see what they have. Okay, you have the tendo, means top of the head. It's fatal if attacked by the fist or a fist hammer and a dagger. And he describes many of the targets in anatomical terms. It also gives the weapons that you would use, like a fist dagger, and a dagger, a real dagger, like a knife. If we go into other parts of his notes, he goes into why it's fatal, because of stoppage of the breathing caused by suppressed windpipe, loss of motor organ caused by the irritated artery below the collarbone and nerve under the tongue. Now, this is all very specific, and it's not the pressure points of acupuncture. So that's what we're trying to get across here, folks. And Ohan Soken notes we have here on the page too, our website, Kyusho.com, so you can get that powerful information. And it was even in Fujita's notes, The Secret of Martial Arts, the Manual of Atemi, or Killing and Reviving. And he had Kyusho depicted. He had the Kyusho symbols all depicted in his notes and his scroll. And here are the charts that he had. So let's take a look at the index here. Let's go around and take a look at a few things here. Let's go right through it. And I don't know exactly where the Kyusho is depicted in the book, but we have a English translation here for you. Let's see, let's go back to that prior page, see if we can pick out the Kyusho. I've depicted it in other videos on, it's difficult to see right now while I'm trying to talk too, so let's just say that these manuals all had real targets, real anatomical targets, the tools, the methods of attacking them, and whatnot. But here's a surprising one. The Encyclopedia of Taekwondo, okay, is this volume 2. Now there's about 15 volumes. If we take a look at this, and it was written and comprised, and Taekwondo was founded by General Choi Hong-hee, we see that the hand parts, attacking and blocking tools, the hand parts, and the vital points, they call them vital spots or kupsu. Let's go to that page and take a look at what the general has written. So we go to page 88, and this manual, the link to this PDF will be in the description below. It will also be on the web page. But here we have it divided into high section and middle section. Now this is very interesting because the notes of Ohan Soken have them delineated in such a pattern as well. So let's take a look back at the Ohan Soken notes. Let's keep going. I don't know exactly where these are in the notes. I have not depicted these. Here we go. This is all information on the Kyusho.com website. But you can see all the targets. This looks pretty anatomical and not acupuncture to me. But let's keep digging further. You see the depictions, kind of rustic. These are the notes that were just recently described in a discussion with Sensei James Kaufman, which you'll see before this film. And you can see that the vital points are depicted in upper row, middle row. Okay, so let's go back to the Encyclopedia of Taekwondo. You have the high section, the middle section, the low section. Almost verbatim what was depicted in Ohan Soken's notes, the notes of Funakoshi, Mabuni, etc. And you look here and you see the targets that they're giving out: the skull, the temple, the bridge of the nose, the eyeball. They continue on, but they're all anatomical structures: neck artery, okay, sternum, heart, solar plexus, spleen, liver. These are not pressure points. They're telling you, okay, the organs here, you can affect it in this area, you can affect the heart here, you can affect the neck arteries here. But if we go further on, you see that it's broken up about the same way as the Ohan Soken notes, in not only the levels, but also in the rustic depictions on the pictures of where they were and the names of them. So going back to the encyclopedia, let's continue on. It goes through a few descriptions here, and let's get into this. Now this is interesting. The general lists the target, the anatomical target, with the tools. Okay, so you have the attacking tool and the vital spots, and he tells you which ones are viable for which weapon: the instep, the knee, the toes. Okay, let's go back there and take a look at the toes for a second. Okay, with shoes on. Okay, that's an interesting depiction too. But you have the floating ribs, the philtrum, the temple. Okay, let's continue on. The side of the fist, you get the occiput, the lower abdomen, the floating ribs. So again, these tools and these targets were all depicted in the original Bubishi as well. Not all the tools though. Let me clarify that. The tools of the Bubishi are the 6G hands, because the Bubishi was mainly interested in the targets of the blood system. The nerve system was also depicted in the Bubishi, but not as prominently. However, The nerves are really depicted in Funakoshis, Miyagi's, Washiba, Mabuni, Ohan Soken, Fujita. Okay, all of these men showed that they were attacking these inner targets. So let's go back here for a second to the Fujita notes. Let's just pick one target in particular, or one school. Okay, not the school I wanted, so let's go a little further down in here. Okay, this is the Shaolinzi style. Okay, so you have all of these targets, the opening air, the broad shoulder, and they have all these names that are similar to Okan Soken's names and the targets. So again, these are amazing correlations, not only in these ancient manuals, but even one more modern one, the Encyclopedia of Taekwondo. So again, our investigation continues. We hope we're bringing clarity and positivity that Kyusho is in your style. It's in all the styles. It's called different things. It's been described differently. It's been documented by the masters and founders of these arts. Yet most people, most modern martial artists, negate it or ignore it. So we here at Kyusho.com are going to make sure that we continue to bring this information to you. So those of you that are seeking the deeper meanings of your styles and the true applications of your styles, that there's a source of Kyusho.com that's readily available to tell them to you. So thanks for watching. Could you do me a favor and thumbs up this video and subscribe to the channel so we can spread this information and get more people involved in the Kyusho that the founding fathers of all the arts so dearly coveted. So thanks again for watching. Take care.